Coming up next, a video that I've been requested a number of times by my female viewers, and that is 3 of my favorite female or feminine fragrances that are actually classified feminine. We know niche, it's kind of really, most things are unisex, but these are actually 3 that are considered feminine that I love and that I actually wear. So these are very versatile, but great for women. Stay tuned to find out what they are coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to JoelTheNose. Again, here at Osme Perfumery on a kind of sunny, rainy, summer, basically, day here in Miami. Today's video is a video I've been requested a number of times, and that would be 3 of my favorite feminine fragrances that are, going to be considered more feminine, even though I consider them really more unisex, but they are pretty much labeled by the brand and by most of the people as feminine fragrances. But I wear them, and I think they're great for men or women. So dudes, check them out. Women, check it out. These 3 are can't miss, in my opinion. And I'm gonna go in order, actually, of favorite. So this is my 3rd favorite, and the reason why it's 3rd is it just came into the store here at Osme, so I'm just getting familiar with it. It's relatively new, just came out in the last few months from Amouage, and this is Overture Woman. All right, so Overture Man has been a huge success for them, and it is one of my favorites from the house of Amouage for the masculine side of the table. But they've taken that and they've made something that is just slightly more feminine. But I gotta be honest, if I'd smelled this in their regular bottle and they didn't tell me it was Overture Woman, I would just think this is another tremendous unisex fragrance. It's got some really great notes of brandy and apple that jump right off your skin when you spray this. It's the sweet, kind of spicy, sexy, boozy, brandy apple, almost like a brandy apple martini, or apple brandy. Then you've got saffron, which is always one of my favorite notes in men or women's fragrances. That's that kind of just sweet, spicy saffron, almost vanilla-like smell. And when it dries down, it goes into a beautiful leather and labdamen and olibanum base. So the base, as in most fragrances, really lean extremely unisex or even masculine, because that's most of the base notes kind of are those, grounding notes. But if you haven't tried this one, it's, again, just kind of came in here. Look at that sprayer. It's a winner. It's a winner for both men and women, but check it out. Oh, sorry there, sorry, man. So now I'm gonna go to my number 2 choice. And again, a new fragrance for me. This is Rose Arabia Typhi. Rose Arabia Typhi from Widian. Smelled this again a couple weeks ago for the first time, and instantly it was a winner for me. I like the combination. It's got both the Typhi rose, which when I think of Typhi rose, I think of Ormond Jane. They do a great, still probably my favorite rose fragrance, or one of them, is Typhi and the Typhi elixir, which are just amazing. But I digress. This is a wonderful rose fragrance. Look at the juice. I just like looking at the color. It obviously matches the name. That's, I think, very cool from an artistic standpoint to see a fragrance that smells, looks, and actually says what it is. It doesn't always happen like that. It's tough to do. But again, this mix of Typhi and Bulgarian rose, also got saffron. Saffron, very common element in more feminine fragrances, but it's just as unisex as it is feminine. And also got some good base notes of agarwood. So, agarwood is, essentially the wood that oud come from. So try this one if you haven't tried it. Excellent fragrance. And that leads me to my number 1 choice. This has been probably my number 1 choice whenever I think about this type of more feminine leaning fragrance that I love, and that is Fusion Sacree from Majda Bekkali, the French niche house. This is probably, if you talk to Maurice and Bavica here at Osme, the top 1 or 2 selling fragrances for women here at the store. This thing is absolutely a crowd pleaser, very popular for women. This is a sultry, sexy fragrance. You know, you could go with something like Delina, which I love. For example, Delina a la Rosé. I like some of the, you know, those. I don't like those as much for me to wear. Those to me are really more feminine. The 3 that I mentioned today are very much, in my mind, unisex fragrances, even though they're classified as feminine. But this one has got, when you look at the notes, it's got a beautiful kind of caramel, licorice, rum element to it that, let me spray it here, is really distinctive. It, again, is gonna be something that sets you apart, whether you're a man or a woman. When you wear this, it's Majda Bekkali is really, in my mind, one of the best niche houses out there. So you're gonna get extremely good quality. You're gonna get really good performance. You're gonna get distinctiveness that doesn't smell like every other kind of feminine leaning fragrance. And it's going to drive the men crazy. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy enough that I like to wear it myself. So there you have it. 3 great, quote, feminine fragrances that I love, that I wear, that are great for women, that are great for men. Check them out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know some of your fragrances that are, quote, feminine, that you think are very much unisex still and that you like to see that list that you guys come up with. I'll be back soon with another video. As always, thank you for watching and all the support. Peace, love, and perfumes.